Hey guys, welcome back to Think Beautiful, the channel where I discuss the debacle that is Meghan Markle. In this episode, I want to ask the question: will Meghan Markle show up and do good at Invictus 2025? And when I say show up and do good, obviously I just mean show up, smile at the cameras, take some photos, and get the heck out of there, okay? So we all know that these two, mostly Meghan, have been rocked by this amazing article by Vanity Fair titled American Hustle. Love it. It is my favorite article. I need a copy of this magazine. This will absolutely go down in the history books. Now, by all reports, Meghan is bruised and not doing well after this expose, which is, it's just how the cookie crumbles, darling, because how are the colleagues and employees doing after long term therapy? Are they still in therapy? Who knows? Have you asked about them, Meghan? Have you checked on those people? I wouldn't have thought so. So, because of her bad behavior over the years, not isolated incidents by any means, we now have this article revealing all. Prince Harry and Meghan Markle are reportedly not in a good place. Well, that's because Meghan's been talking to people about a divorce and how she can make money off it. Following the release of the shocking tell all Vanity Fair article, the publication dropped an 8,000 word article. Literally, that should be a book, 8,000 words, with a series of explosive, true, unflattering allegations made by dozens of people, hence it's true, who have worked with and lived alongside the couple and over many months. So, not isolated, like I'm saying. Meghan and Harry are believed to have been left upset and bruised, according to royal commentator Kinsey Schofield. So, the big question is, what will Meghan do? Where is she going to pop up next? How is she going to handle this? Because this is scathing. This is something we haven't seen for a very long time. This just went in even harder than I've ever seen. So I want to see what she's going to do. The next big event that these guys had planned is Invictus. Invictus, Whistler, Canada. Is Meghan going to show up there? I'm so interested to see. We have not heard a peep out of Meghan. She has gone into hermit mode, allegedly. I love that. Meghan Markle is now a hermit crab, sitting in her little Montecito mansion, busily typing away, I'm sure, possibly talking to lawyers. Who knows? Now, this is very unlike Meghan Markle. We have not heard anything from her. We know she is all over social media. We know she is always reading everything about herself in the press. She no doubt knows that people are talking about her 100%. And we saw proof of that because she got called a disaster tourist alongside Harry. But I'm going to focus on Meghan because we all know it's Meghan's the problem. And she very quickly came back, and this was because of Justine Bateman. She came back and had a bit of a go about being called a disaster tourist because, of course, she's not a tourist. She lives in LA, blah, blah, blah. Anyway, that took her about zero point 0.2 seconds to respond. So she knows how to respond. She still has not responded to this Vanity Fair article. So I asked my followers on X, where do you think she's going to pop up next? Is it going to be in an article? Is it going to be on Instagram at a charity event? They think it will be at the Invictus Games. Now, she has two options at Invictus, obviously. She can either show up or not show up. Pretty simple. If she goes to the Invictus Games, like a lot of my followers are suggesting that she will, there is no doubt in my mind Two things will happen. Her reputation will be in smithereens, smashed to smithereens, even more than it already is. You might say dust, because they already have smashed her reputation to smithereens. So it will just be dust left over. And obviously, Invictus will cop it as well. So they'll take the heat. And, this is not about the veterans, it's all about Meghan, and there'll be all of those conversations as well. So if she goes terrible for her and Invictus, and for Harry, let's not forget. But if she doesn't go, there are a few things I want to bring up here as well. So these Invictus Games were not just going to be the normal Invictus Games, because Harry and Meghan were about to elevate them, weren't they? Using Meghan's own words here, how appropriate, elevate the games, because they were just about to bring the kids. Now, this is just what I'm reading off the internet. I believe this is correct. Prince Archie and Princess Lilibet set to appear at this major event in royal first. Although shielded from the public eye and rarely making appearances, like never, just the backs of their heads, Prince Harry and Meghan Markle's two children could make their debut appearance at a major event held next year in Canada. Express Co UK reveals the Duke and Duchess of Sussex are busy planning for the logistics of the Invictus Games opening ceremony in Vancouver in 2025 and are considering taking Prince Archie 5 and Princess Lilibet 3 to the family focused event, because these guys were about to elevate the Invictus Games to be all about family. I mean, what a time to be alive, honestly. What kind of family has a wife that's talking to publishers about a divorce, you know, and meanwhile, the kids are nowhere in sight? I mean, what kind of family is this? The event is scheduled to be held on February A, blah, blah, blah. We don't need to know when it is. And contestants taking part in the games can also bring their families and young children along. Well, of course they can. They can do whatever the F they want, but they're just making it sound like, oh, it's family focused for the veterans. I mean, they're not talking about family for the veterans. Let's just be honest. They want the money shot. They want to make some money from the kids. This is a great reason why they should all go along. The source said Harry and Meghan are planning to take Archie and Lilibet to help promote their bank account, a new family friendly Invictus Games. So they have shot themselves in the foot here, clearly. The Sussexes have been very involved with the organisational elements of the Invictus Games Vancouver Whistler events, and it was very much their idea, Meghan's idea, to make this a family friendly games so that those taking part can bring their children along. I love how they say it's because of other reasons. No, it's not. It's because they want to bring their kids, they want to make money. That's all this is. According to the source, Invictus Games organisers have scheduled a week of a whole week, family friendly summer and winter sporting events to encourage sports fans and wounded veterans to get the younger generation involved. So, a whole week of events have been planned. So, Megan had lined up a whole week of photo opportunities with the kids at Invictus. Can you imagine how happy she was with this? She was about to have her cooking show, and then she was just going to roll on through with this. Yeah, this is not working out the way she planned at all. It is thought Harry's wishes are for Prince Archie to continue the legacy of the Invictus Games and take ownership when he reaches maturity. The source revealed a patronage will one day be passed to Archie so the foundation can be kept within the family. Harry is adamant that the Invictus Games will remain a Sussex initiative, blah, blah, blah. Anyway, so if Meghan doesn't go, how will the kids go? because I do not think for one second that Meghan will allow the kids, even just Archie, to attend these events and be seen by the public without her in attendance. She wants to be part of this. She wants to be standing with Archie. She wants the family photo, in my opinion. So, in my view, the kids are now not going. If Megan's not going, the kids are not going. This whole thing falls apart. Family friendly games, and the two people that are meant to be leading these games are not even attending as a family unit. What a joke. What an absolute joke. The other thing we need to consider is these disgraceful outfits, just a snapshot of some of the things that she's worn. This was obviously the year to go celebration, promo, whatever you want to call it. Hideous, completely terrible, disgusting, blah. All of these outfits just look like someone just threw up all over them. That dress in the middle does not fit her. I'm sorry. This is not a fashion episode, but it doesn't fit her. Like, it just doesn't fit. Just don't wear it or get a different size. And those gloves are very off putting and don't match anything. But the amount of money she would have already spent on her wardrobe for this event will be completely wasted. It's already wasted, let's be honest, even if she wore it, but even more so. And if that money had been taken from Invictus as part of their budget for her to wear to the week long celebration or however long this thing goes for, wow, wow, there's some money you will never see again. Sorry, veterans. Nah, it's gone, it's spent. So, would she return the outfits? I don't think so. What's she gonna? She doesn't care. She's moved on probably. So, should she go to Invictus? I don't think she should. Will not going also kill Invictus? I think it will probably not do well. I think it's going to kill the family friendly vibe for sure. I think they lined so many things up this year, these two idiots, and everything was contingent on the other. We had the Christmas card with the backs of the kids' heads. I'm sure that was a teaser for the cooking show, which probably was going to have the kids in again as a bit of a teaser, making that stupid ladybird thing with the olive and the tomato and whatever it is that kids don't eat. And then we were going to get this big reveal in February. The whole thing has fallen apart. No one considered that people would come out and smash Meghan the way that they have. This has all been building for many years, obviously. So it's their own fault. It's Meghan's fault. Meghan is the problem. That should have been the title of this episode. But do you think Meghan will show up and do good at Invictus 2025? I really want to know your thoughts. I am just waiting for her to pop up. Will it be February at Invictus? Thank you guys for listening. I really appreciate it. Please like and subscribe if you haven't already subscribed. I've got some really great videos coming. You're going to love them. And yeah, have a good one, you guys. Thank you. Bye.